Hi YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at the challenge, which is a heart wrencher again. Unfortunately, I was hoping they were going to get rid of this. I don't know what the obsession is with this freaking weapon. But anyway, it's back in the game and looks like it'll continue, right? Unfortunately, well, could be worse. Could be the paddleball, I guess, right? Anyway, so let's talk about some places that make sense to kill Mirelurks. I'll give you some ideas. I know where I'm going, which is Somersville, just in this lake bed. If they haven't again patched it, is some Mirelurks. And then the second place I would go to is New River George Resort. Those are two places you can literally just server hop here and keep doing it, or server hop here. Both are actually good locations. There's generally 5, and we'll take a look and see if that's still true today. There's generally 5 Mirelurks here if no one's made it in there. I'll show you where those are, and there's generally between 4 and 8 at this location. The other place, if you wanted to go, would be up here, spawn into the Clarksburg Shooting Club, and just kind of on the side, yeah, of course, there is some Mirelurks here. There's a queen there sometimes as well. I think down here in this lake bed as well, of course, down by the Pioneer Scouts, another option to kill Mirelurks as well. And let's not forget down at White Springs, right here down by this Python, there are generally 4 or 5 Mirelurks, right? But I think the easier ones to kill typically are the ones at Somersville. And of course, there's also a couple. I never really go there too much, too often, but I believe there's a couple in the Tigard water plant, and there's obviously a lot of other areas that have Mirelurks up here in the mire. If you happen to be up here, you have of course Gnarled Shadows. I know there are, actually not Gnarled Shadows, Highland Marsh. Anglers are Gnarled Shadows. Highland Marsh, and there's a couple of other areas up here by Abby's Bunker. I think just above Abby's Bunker in this area as well, there's probably some Mirelurks. But anyway, that's not where we're going today. Today we are going to go to Somersville. So let's go see if that's still true, and we can still go and server hop there, right? And again, I did make a video on how to make this easier. You use another weapon, kill them until they're almost dead, and then use the heart wrencher to finish them off. Don't use, I mean, you can. I mean, sometimes I will just use the heart wrencher. It's not terrible in terms of damage. It's not great, but you know, you can kind of get through them pretty quick. Sometimes I'll kill the enemy, which is just annoying, right? Especially if you're targeting specific enemies like super mutants. So yeah, so just kind of watch out for that, and just either use a heart wrench or just use a weapon of your choice, and then we will kill them off, right? So anyway, so Somersville right here, look at that. We already have a friend here waiting for me. You know, he's a level 50. Doesn't take a lot of damage, as you can see. Okay, so just hit him a few times and watch for the server lag. The server lag is sometimes deceiving. You hit him too many times. Yeah, there's our first guy. Okay, so I normally don't see them this far up, but let's go down to the riverbank. Oh, they're around. Yeah, there's obviously, I think it's because there's settlers in this area, right? Nowadays, so they probably come up here more than they used to. Okay, just watch for that server lag. It's quite easy to. They're all over this top piece, right? I wasn't expecting them to be this far up, to be honest. Oh, see, that's why I hit him too many times there. Unfortunately, that's what happens. Okay, so let's head down to riverbank, see if we can find some more. Like I said, there's typically 4 kind of this side of oh, there's even some more here. There's some 4 down here typically, and as you can see down there, typically another 4 down there. And we actually had more up there, so this is actually more than I would normally expect to be in this area. As you can see, the damage isn't terrible, right? At least for me, right? Sometimes it's just safer to use a heart wrench than something else. Yeah, it is kind of painful though. Also to note, if you just tag this guy, if you're playing with a friend, one of you holding the heart wrencher, it will still count. And even if you kind of switch your weapon quickly, you throw grenades at them or something like that. Like you throw them those fire grenades, whatever they call. I forget those grenades. How can I? But okay, so I think we've got them in this area. Let me show you. Oh, there's one more here. Okay, so the next stop we're going to go to is the New River George Resort. And like I said, you could just keep so hopping at Somersville. It's probably the best strategy, I think. But if you want to stay on the same server, you're playing in a group, sometimes you may not want to do that. And if there are some extra ones at Somersville, it might just make sense to stay there, right? There's definitely 4 more than I expected. Okay, so normally I just head on straight on down here. You'll probably get some bloat flies you can ignore. So normally we'd find 3 down here by the swimming pools, typically. Okay, so there's 2 already. Running to something. Ah, what the hell? It was half. He wasn't even dead there. That's why sometimes it's just better just use the wrench, right? Because if you are holding it and they die on you, then it'll still count, right? So that's kind of the advantage. Okay, so there's our 3rd one at the top here. Okay, so if you head up this way, you'll see there's this cabin here. A lot of times these guys are actually dead in here. I think people just come in and they search cabins and they kill them off. But you'll find typically 2 in here. There's one right there. You can actually come up through the floor if you don't have marsupial. Just come underneath the cabins. You can get in this way. For those that aren't familiar, and you typically find a guy upstairs here, but it looks like they've and again, a lot of times these 2 guys, for whatever reason, are dead already when I arrive, but not all the time. They do actually, you do find them there. Anyway, there's some places you can go to. I would, like I said, I would just come here to Somersville and use Newer Resort, which is over here. Sorry, those are 2 places, Somersville. Actually, why don't we head over to Tiger? I haven't been there for some time. Let's go take a look and see what we can find there. If I remember correctly, there's normally only 1 or 2. You will need a marsupial, I think, unless you do a quest in the area. I think the quest you may be able to get into the enclosed area without marsupial, but I think the most part, I wouldn't bother. If you don't have marsupial, I probably wouldn't bother coming to this location at all. Okay, so we're going to head straight into here. You might be able to jump on this tent and jump up, maybe. Okay, so it's normally liberators here, but down in the water, he's already dead, probably killed by the liberators, is my guess. Yeah, I only see 1 there, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with this location. There's a stash box here somewhere, so I've a couple actually, I think. Alright, I'm gonna head out of here. Anyway, I hope you found it useful. If you did, hit the like button and let me know what your preferred location is to kill Mirelurks. Just put that in the comments to help other people out. Like I said, there's a whole whack of locations. Let me show you while why don't we go up to the Toxic Valley while we're around, just quickly. I'm almost done on this character, I might as well just finish it off. Okay, we're gonna head to the shooting club, which is just... Oh, there's someone there, so my guess is we're not gonna find anything. But they might spawn if I spawn in. Okay, so normally, am I in the right location? Yeah, I think I am. Let me just think about this. Oh, maybe not. Pretty sure it was this location. I'm trying to think here quick. Maybe I come into the toxic dry lake. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is kind of where you would normally spawn in. I guess it's a dry lake one. Anyway, they normally right over here. There we go. You kind of spawn in right at this location, and as you can see, I think I see 2 or 3 in this location. So let's go ahead and kill these guys. If they And if you're feeling really brave to take on the queen, good luck. I can't take the queen on normally with normal weapons, never mind the wrench, alright? Especially when it's glitched and they just one-shot you, right? Yeah, so normally you'd find the queen kind of in the middle there. Oh, it might be down at there. No, maybe not. She's normally kind of in the middle. She'll randomly spawn. Anyway, thanks for watching.